Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Mason Shady Show. We are back.
Yes, back like we never left.
Hey Shar, thank y'all for joining us.
Hey Shar. Hey
Catherine, it has
Catherine.
been too
Hey Ray.
long. It has.
Congratulations, Ray.
What happened? What happened with Ray? What happened?
Ray graduated.
Oh, from college?
Yeah, I believe I believe she's doing you did your teacher's degree? She-
Well, Ray said thank you.
yes,
Y'all put your location
congratulations.
in the chat so people can donate. We love to see us succeed because there's a lot of mess going on. We like to see
A
success and
lot of mess.
we like to see prosperity and all of that. Oh, I see you got a new mic set up. Okay.
Oh no,
Is that new?
this been here for a while. You
I
probably
never
didn't see
noticed
it.
it before. Yeah, I
Yeah, been
probably
here
didn't
for a
see it.
while.
Okay. Got my little setup. I haven't hooked it up
Hey
this
Jay
time.
Rucker.
Hey, Jay Rucker. Y'all, I wish we was here on a better occasion, but before we get to the situation at hand, do y'all advertise the show on IG? I posted in my stories. I could do better about advertising it, but I do post it in my stories. So y'all, if usually I'll post like a few hours before we decide to go live, I'll post it in my story and let y'all know because we do what we want to do over here. Ray says yes, it's called an AS Health Information Technology. So
Okay.
congratulations to
Congratulations.
maybe she could show me a few things.
Yes.
Let me get since you got your degree and you know everything, hopefully you
Huh?
can make some comments on what we're gonna be talking about tonight since you got your degree and all.
Right. Oh my God. Somebody had a cake like that. I thought that cake was so cute. Somebody had it for their graduation. The cake said, since you got your degree, you think you know everything. And it was
Since
like,
you
oh,
know
so cute.
everything and you got your degree. Hey Princess, thank you for joining
Hey,
us.
twin.
It's been too
Oh, it's
long
about
since
to
we
be our
guys
season. It's creeping
seen each
up.
other.
Creeping up.
Oh yeah, Gemini season is coming up.
Yeah, we setting it off next
Ray says
Wednesday.
she
That's
probably can't. I want to have an open discussion tonight on tonight's topic because it might be trigger for some people. Everybody's experience with DV or just violence in general is different. So I do want to hear everybody's opinion on the matter. So do you have how have you been, Mace? It's been a while since we've been on live.
I'm just trying to be a survivor.
You a
You know,
survivor?
every day is a struggle. Because
Listen, don't skip.
in the words of a wonderful woman, Miss Gloria, Hallelujah, Glorilla. At the end of the day gotta end. That
Before
was
we get to
mm-mm.
the nitty gritty of tonight, I do have a few topics. Not a lot, just a few while we wait for people to come in. Anita Baker this week pissed everybody and all the aunties off in Atlanta. We don't know what's going on. People been waiting for the show. Anita already been cutting up on tour, yelling at people, kicking people out, and come when it was time for her to do her performance in Atlanta, 15 minutes, people lined up outside. 15 minutes before the show, she cancels.
But
And the people are
I don't
upset. They
blame her.
calling
I
her a
blame the
bald head
people.
scallywag.
I heard
Why is it
somebody
the
called her a
people
bald headed
fault?
liar.
They call her a
I heard
bald head
somebody had
scallywag.
I heard somebody had called her a bald headed liar. A bald headed liar. Mm-mm. But
Did she
I'm
ever
not
come out
mad
and
at
say
her.
what
I'm mad at
happened?
the people.
Why are you not mad at her?
I'm not mad at Auntie Anita at all about the situation because I listen to Auntie Anita. You know, Auntie Anita make me make some good food. When the food come out delicious, it's because I was listening to Anita Baker. You understand? That's what happened, and the people should know better. When the last time Anita showed up to a concert? When the last time she
She's
showed
been
up?
on tour. She's
But
been
when was
on
the last
tour.
time she had showed up without a problem? Almost showed up, miss. So if you still going to the concert and not insuring your tickets and not putting insurance on anything, but especially dealing with Auntie Anita. Auntie Anita is giving, I think Lauryn Hill aspires to be like Auntie Anita. It's like I'll get there if I get there.
I think they're
I'll
both
get
on.
there if I
No, they're
can.
not on the same level, but in the same trifling arena, they're in the same spot. But I feel like she still owes everybody an explanation. If she was sick, just say I was sick.
What I gotta tell you?
You
Did you
owe
get your money
these
back?
people paying money to see you.
Did y'all get your money back? If y'all got your money back, I don't gotta say Jack.
Beyonce would never. So that's all I got to say about that.
Hey that.
Hey, Yvette, thank you for joining us. But Beyonce would never. So we wish all of y'all the best, and hopefully y'all get your refunds.
I hope they do, but I hope next time y'all be a little wiser. They say what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same, like, I blame the people. Y'all can't trust Anita.
Well, that's true. I will never buy a Lauryn Hill ticket and expect to be, have everything on time. Um, it would have to be a Christmas miracle for Lauryn Hill to be on time. But you don't want to. What did Babyface say about her, that she was a bully and she was mean? What did he say?
I'm like you with Beyonce on this one. I don't know what he said about.
So we're just gonna move on because we have a major topic tonight. We got to talk about Kel Mitchell and his little interview that he did on Club Shay Shay. Did you see the interview, or did you see clips of the interview
I did
that
see clips
Kel
of
did?
the interview. I didn't get a chance to watch the full interview. I gotta be in a certain mood to watch Shay Shay. I gotta be just in a certain
Yeah,
mood.
I don't really like watching it for him. It's just that people get on his show and they just want to spill, everything for whatever reason. I think Cat Williams
They feel
opened that door
comfortable. Like you see his,
to where.
the way his pants fit and the way he leans to the side on that couch and kick that leg up and say, yeah. I feel I would want to tell him my business too.
Yeah, I just feel like he be cooning a little bit too much for me, though. He coon a little
Yeah,
bit
but it
for
just
me.
makes you feel, like I'm gonna tell him everything.
Well, he had two parts of his interview that stood out to me. The first part was when he was talking about he had demons in him, and they was casting out the demons, and he was vomiting and saying the demon's name as they was coming out. I thought that was really, it was a lot. I feel like that was a lot. Usually people don't talk about stuff like that when you're going on
Santa
interviews.
Maria, ay, Dios mío, coño. Oh, thank God I didn't watch it.
I was like, that's a
Thank God
lot.
I did. I didn't watch it. Ay, yo.
He said
Oh,
his ex-wife put a curse on him, a rule or something on him.
a bruja. She probably put the bruja on him.
And then, but what else did he say? That she was cheating the whole time, and the babies wasn't his. None of the I don't think none of the babies was his, and she was cheating on him the whole time. The the ex-wife came out and said that she caught him in the bed with not in the bed, but she caught him cross-dressing with Nick Cannon.
Right. But that was on Tasha K because Tasha K interviewed that young lady. I did watch that full interview a couple of years ago. Tasha K interviewed the lady, and the young lady said the same thing, that he was in a cheerleading outfit on the bed.
That's
I'm just picturing
interesting.
I'm just picturing Keenan and Dorkel because I always called them both Keenan and Dorkel because I didn't never knew who was who. But she said she saw him up there dressed in a cheerleading outfit. He said he was trying to cheer Nick Cannon up, that Nick Cannon was feeling depressed and down, and he was trying to cheer him up. And I was like, girl, and how long did you stay married to him after that? After you walked in and saw him trying to cheer Nick Cannon up in a cheerleading outfit, that's just crazy. And she was like, he was full blown with the wig and everything, like pom poms. Like, first of all, where did you get this cheerleading outfit from? Was it yours? Is it mine?
You probably got it off the set of Nickelodeon, for what I hear. The way the set
Oh,
be,
oh, well, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
the way I heard that set was, he probably got it off the set.
Probably
And he
so.
was cross dressing on all that. Back then for me it was taboo for guys to be cross dressing like that in a kids show. But they used to have Kelly in the dress all the time.
They did.
They had him in the dress all the time.
They did. But you know what? His best role ever, and I think he should have been, Emmy nominated. It was for the Parkers when he played Freddie Fabulous. Like that. If Freddie Fabulous was that girl, and you can't tell me no different. Freddie
Freddie
Fabulous was
Fabulous was
ready.
funny,
Freddie Fabulous
and
was ready to steal to get to the top. Freddie Fabulous was just trying to, become into his own. That's it.
and he played that role successfully. I think
He
that was the
did.
role that was made for him.
He ate that.
Um, One of the last things I want to talk about before we have to talk about this, and then we have to talk about Housewives of Atlanta. Wendy Williams. So Wendy Williams' guardian sold her New York home for one. Well, she sold the home, which garnered a $1 million loss. Do you think that the guardian for Wendy Williams is doing what's best for her, or are they stealing this lady's money?
I think Wendy Williams is being robbed blindly. I do believe that she's being robbed. This is like very sensitive for me, and it's so sad because, like I said, like oh my god, like have such a connection to Wendy, and for her to not, like and not to be like coherent and all the stuff that's happening, and like especially now with this Diddy situation, it's like coming full circle. Like she was one of the first ones to mention the homo thug and what was going on and the goings on, what was going on. And for her not to be around to see this like come full, like, girl, you was right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to be
But why
aware.
wouldn't they pay for the home situation that she had the whole time? She's been living there. Why would not?
But
Why
she
would
did
they not
move to
continue
Florida.
to
I
pay
believe
her
they
rent?
put she went to Florida. I think she moved to Florida. It could be a financial decision because a lot of times if the house is just sitting idle, I don't know if they should have put it up for market. Maybe they should have just took her furniture out, redid it and maybe made like maybe an Airbnb or something like that and rented it out or rented it out because I do believe who wouldn't want to rent that spacious luxury apartment. I believe
They
it's three
sold it.
bedrooms,
They're
two
not renting.
bathrooms.
They sold it.
I think they would have
They
made more
sold it.
money. Yeah, it's something weird going on. I just feel bad for her.
We're gonna keep her in prayer. We haven't heard anything since the Lifetime documentary or whatever came out. I think the whole documentary was done to prove that Wendy was unfit, to show that she's not well, and I just didn't feel like she needed to be on camera at all.
She doesn't. And the sad thing is that she needs her family. And for someone else to be able to dictate your life and your livelihood, other than, like a family member or a close confidant, it's very saddening. Like,
Well, we'll keep an eye on things. I'm looking at that. Who's ever in charge of that conservatorship? I think that they're pocketing her money, and
well,
when
that's
it
the
comes
game.
to it,
That's been going on since the indigenous people with America. That's the game. Like they would sit there and act like the people was crazy to take their land and marry them. They would actually like they would the colonize would actually marry indigenous Indian people, black people of the native land, say they were crazy and take their money. This was a scam that's been in since the beginning of time. So it's just just same game, different
and
players.
we're gonna keep her lifted in prayer. So now let's get on to the main topic of it all. Y'all know why we are here.
We're not going to even talk
I
about
know y'all
Kendrick
have some.
Lamar. We're not going to mention Drake.
I feel like we missed the
Ju-
Kendrick Lamar
I know we
beef.
did miss
Like
Lamar.
we had intention on talking about it, but we missed it. I feel like it passed. But if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it.
We missed it, but I think Kendrick won. I think Drake is being exposed. And it's a lot of Hollywood thing because I think a lot of that does tie into Diddy. Because it's funny how Diddy is being taken down with his allegations, and that Drake, because the connection with Diddy and Drake, like allegedly Diddy slapped Drake so hard and knocked his shoulder out of place. Hey T.
Chris Shelton.
He slapped Drake and knocked his damn shoulder out of place.
Hey T, thank you for dropping by. I didn't
Yes.
know that, but
Yes. Cause he actually
I
pulled the
don't even know
Diddy
how
on
this beef
Diddy.
started. But all I can say is,
And how he's moving up in the did you see the videos of the little man? I forgot he's a reporter out of Brooklyn. I believe his name is Christopher something. The baby he looks like a baby. And he's a reporter and they have video footage of Drake in a hotel late night with this gentleman, and it's like all these allegations that's going on, and it was some type of mysterious guy called Ebony something that was on Twitter that basically had a lot of Drake's alleged items that he said he found from the hotel, and he was being like real mysterious, like, and I guess this guy belongs to a house, like a house, a ballroom house, out of downtown, like the Ebony House of Ebony or something like that. And he was saying that how he worked for this hotel and something occurred in this hotel that was like illegal or something. He was alluding to something occurring in this hotel with Drake, and that he was mentioning dates that Drake was there, and like being very like it was like a mystery, like it was like the Riddler. Like, do you know where you were at last summer, July? To son Drake, you calling me a liar? You know what you did, and all this stuff. Like it's like some type of real mystery going on right now. I think the guy stopped and he had threatened DJ Academics as well, and Drake said that if they didn't retract him saying that he was a liar, he was going to sue them because he was saying what he was saying is true. Because allegedly someone gave Kendrick Lamar some items of Drake's that said he was on Ozempic, like it was a prescription for Ozempic and all this other stuff. Do you think that they was ushering him in to be the next Diddy?
I don't think that Drake is a mogul, so I don't think that he was
But he
working
actually
on
he
getting
is. But actually he is because
not
me
like
being
Diddy,
in
not
this.
like Diddy,
But
and get
me being in
past
this beef, I did not realize how much stuff that Drake is involved in. Like a lot of stuff that he's involved in that you don't know about. Like you don't hear. Like he's not thing that he has like a Nike deal. He has all these other like all these deals and all these businesses that he runs, he owns. Like it's a lot. And a lot of people don't know. It's just like Shaq. Did you see all do you know all the stuff that Shaq like businesses Shaq have?
I know Shaq has a lot of businesses though,
And
and
speaking of
a lot of
Shaq, did
pizza
you
shops
what
and
do you
stuff.
think about Shawnee O'Neal saying that she never loved him?
I think that's cap. I think that's a lot of cap. To number one, to prove to her husband, current husband, that she's so in love with him and she never loved a man like this before. That's cap because we was on Basketball Wives. He was saying something totally different. Also, we didn't talk about her husband who was under fire for shushing that lady in the choir for praising God too loud in the back. A lot of people. You saw that tape that came out like last week when her
Yeah, I
Pastor
don't think he did
Keon
nothing wrong.
hushed that lady who was paying. A lot of people are saying that she cut up in the church a lot, so they didn't see nothing wrong with it. But initially, when I saw it, it was kind of off-putting from the outside looking in.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm not.
sometimes
I don't go to that church.
yeah, they get in these churches and they start acting a fool. Like they start
So
acting a
you
fool.
ready to talk
Sometimes
about the Diddy situation?
yeah, you gotta get hushed in the name of Jesus. But yeah, on
Gotta
to
get hush.
Diddy. But I do think Diddy was being ushered out and somebody needed to come in.
Well, these allegations have been out for a while. Cassie's lawsuit was filed last year, and the next day she was awarded the $30 million from Diddy's insurance. And ever since then, we haven't heard anything about it. Yesterday, around like 1 o'clock, CNN released a video from a hotel that Diddy and Cassie were staying in 2016. I think it was March. 2016, where Diddy is seen running down the hallway in a towel. Looks like he probably just got the shower or something. Cassie's trying to run out. She has no shoes on, a hoodie, a duffel bag, trying to get on the elevator when she probably should have ran down the stairs. Angela Bassett, when she was running from Ike, she kept running. She didn't stop and wait for no elevator. She ran down the stairs and ran to her car, ran across the street. When you run, you gotta stay in movement. Don't be sitting there waiting. Diddy
But
came up.
she's actually she said she spoke about this incident in her deposition.
Yes.
If yeah, she did speak about it blow by blow. This was during a freak off, allegedly. She said this was a freak off that the other gentleman was actually in the hotel room with them while this happened. She said this was during the freak off. He got out of control. He punched her in the face and gave her a black eye during this freak off. She thought he dozed off and she tried to escape to get away. So she said she grabbed what she could, crept down the hall, and
The news
the
is
way, and it's so
reporting
crazy.
that Diddy was drunk. They're saying that the news is saying Diddy was drunk and he was hitting her and stuff, and then he fell asleep. So they just
Yeah,
mentioned
he
the
fell
freak off.
asleep, and she probably thought she could creep out. But sometimes if he was on that Tunchi, allegedly the Tunchi, they say the Tunchi keeps you up and down. So he probably would.
You
And
talking about that pink cocaine?
yeah, that paint cocaine. They said that the paint cocaine keeps you up and down at the same damn time. So, she probably just tried to escape, but it's just reading the deposition and then seeing it, because it's not that I didn't believe, like, I believe every word she said and more. I believe that she really held back on the deposition. I think she just put just enough in there to be like, you see, nigga, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I think she put just enough in that deposition to let him know I'm not playing. Because if it was a lot more, I believe it's a lot more that she could have said in the deposition, but I think she just put just enough to let him know, don't play with me. And for her to describe that specific incident, knowing that there were probably many more incidents that happened with him being violent towards her, and I think that she
Mhm.
had that tape, or she knew that that tape was accessible, because she described
She knew
this.
somebody had to take
She knew that
because
this tape was accessible to corroborate her story, because for her to tell that specific incident, when it's probably dozens of incidents probably, and she told that incident so vividly in the words in her deposition, and then to see it really just play out, like her words come to life, like this is what she said happened, and to know that behind the scenes, like behind one of those doors, there was another man with a big black penis that she just finished stroking with her white nails. It's crazy to me. And then allegedly, I don't know if you watched the Tasha K online. She had a phone call with with an alleged S worker that said that he worked for Diddy and Cassie, and he actually described an incident that sounded similar to this incident. And I wonder, was he the man, the freak off guy that was in that hotel room?
there's no telling who was the guy in the room, but from what the news is reporting, Diddy was just drunk and was beating on her, and she was trying to escape. He was in a towel, ran down the hall. He is seen dragging her by her hair, kicking her. He's also seen throwing glass vases, violently at her. It's the more you see, the worse it gets. It's really it's and once I saw the video, I said he's done. There's no coming back from this. Diddy will never be what he was prior to this. He's done. He's right there with R. Kelly. You might not be in jail because they're saying that you are exceeded the statutes of limitations, so they're
Yeah,
not
because
going to
in LA,
prosecute.
that would be considered aggravated assault. And I believe in LA, the statute of limitations on aggravated assault is 3 years. Because the simple
I
assault is
mean,
two.
it's kind of unfortunate because y'all brought down R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby for allegations that happened 30, 40 years ago.
But that it was
But
more of it wasn't only allegations. That's the whole thing with R. Kelly. They had evidence, they had corroborating witnesses and stuff like that. And it's not to say that Diddy is not going down, because this, I think, is just the tip of the iceberg of what's to come. Because who exactly knows who leaked this footage to CNN? Because for the simple fact that this footage was taken in March of 2016. Okay, that was
16.
8 years ago. And oh my God, the number eight. And even the way the lineup, like Diddy, you are really done. Like you're dead already in the afterlife. In the astral planes, your soul is gone, because for the numbers just line up specifically. This video was taken 8 years ago. We are in the year of the eight. Last year was the year of reveal, at the age of Aquarius, where everything will be revealed. This is the year of repercussions. Like this is going to be like, bitch, this is what this year is given. And we are in the year of the eight, and it's so funny that this happened eight exactly years ago in 2016. 8 plus 8 is 16, and the way the numbers align up for him, nigga, you're done. I think Kim is like literally working from the afterlife, afterlife, just doing this, because it's crazy, because no one's going to look at you the same, and that's what he needs. Diddy is a succubus. He needs people to look up to him. He needs people to admire him. He needs
He's a
people to be fond of.
narcissist.
He needs people to, he needs to be the nucleus. He needs to be the party man. He needs to be seen. Like this is the difference between him and Jay-Z. Diddy needs to be seen. He would probably give up half his wealth to be seen.
Yeah.
Jay-Z don't give a damn about being seen. He wants the money. You know what I'm saying? He wants the
The way he used to throw himself in everybody's video, and it was unnecessary for him to be in there. He just wanted
because
to
he
be in
needed
it.
it. This is
He
what
wanted
makes
to be
him
in it.
this what, but people don't understand it's deeper than that. Some people thrive off certain things, and people wonder why people do certain things, like why people do this or whatever. He needs to be seen. He's one of those people that's always going to be dancing, always going to be a thing. His mood may be altering. Like 1 minute he's probably like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like 1 minute he probably like old thing, and next minute he's bugging out, like wilding out. That's usually what these personality traits give. Like, but yeah, he has deep seated issues. I feel bad for Cassie. I am glad that she is of a lighter hue, and that this video came out that she was getting beat down, for the simple fact of people tend to care more when it's a lighter skinned person. And this video was shown, and now people can't deny it. So everyone who was going and saying, oh, she was being a money grab and all this stuff and da 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 da. Now look at this. This is video. You can't
I felt
deny
like
the video.
people were speaking out of turn. People were speaking out of turn. You wasn't there, number one. When people speak up about abuse, you got to take them for what it is. You was not there. So we need to start listening to people when they speak. I believed Cassie when she first came out and said what she said. I believed her. She has no reason to lie. No reason to lie.
People got
And
to
there
stop
are
believing these celebrities. Stop putting your faith in these people. Look at these, and I keep telling, these celebrities are not who you think they are. They are playing a role. That's not them. They are totally different people. 8 times out of 10, that's not them. They are different people. They live totally. You wouldn't even believe half the thing these people do. And it's crazy that people won't believe.
this is
Like they'll look, oh no, it's such and such. It's Jay-Z. They won't do that. It's Beyonce. She wouldn't never do that. It's
Beyonce don't have
Puffy.
nothing to do
They
with this.
wouldn't do that. It's this person. They wouldn't do that. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Stop putting your faith in all these people like they're some type of gods. They are not.
Diddy posted this on his page a few days ago. He said, "Time tells truth," and I guess he had a premonition. I don't know what. People are dragging him. People
They
are
need to
also
drag his
bringing
son. That's what they need to drag. What his son said?
people.
Let a nigga holler out no Diddy. Fuck that nigga up. What? What you say,
People
King
are
Kong?
also looking harder at his past relationships, namely with Kim Porter. A lot of people believe that Diddy unalived her or had her unalived. A lot of people believe that, including myself. I think Kim Porter's case needs to be reopened. We need to look and see, do an autopsy for real, because I don't believe what they said. She had ammonia. That's not working for me. I need a full autopsy so we can find out what happened. I need the people to come out and say that's witnessed their relationship together. Come out and speak because I think Kim Porter was also a victim, a silent victim of Diddy. What do you think?
I believe she was. I believe she was. They already said allegedly he broke her nose on that yacht. Her nose
I
was
heard
broke.
about that.
Gene Deal also said the time that she cut him, she had to defend herself and cut him with a corkscrew, and that's really what led to his alleged addiction to pain medication. That she cut him in the wrist defending herself, like against him, whatever. And like he said, he never actually saw him put his hands on her, but it would be times, probably he would hear something in the room and she would come out looking, a little disheveled, and he would ask, you okay, or things. She'd be like, yeah, I'm fine, whatever. But yeah, and also because allegedly even the first baby mother, but this goes to show when people are silent, when people lie, people like to lie, people like to hide things and act like stuff is not going on, and this is what is the result. Because it goes as far back allegedly down to his first his first alleged baby mother, Misa,
And it,
the stylist. Allegedly he beat her so bad she ran underneath a car in front of
that's
people.
crazy. I heard about that too. That's crazy though, but you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Like, but I'm saying, so a leopard usually don't change their spots. Like here, they're not going to change, and it's also crazy because I believe the lady Kohler or somebody else she was alleged to be Kim Porter's friend. She's Kohler the writer or something,
Hmm.
that she had came out and made some accusations saying that she's glad that this video had came out, and that Kim was like actually a victim, and that Kim confided in her the monstrous things that Diddy would do to her allegedly, and
I
that
heard that
allegedly,
too.
this is kind of disgusting. Ooh, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning, because it's disgusting. She said allegedly Diddy wanted Kim to lick Cassie's tampon, like
No, who said that?
I sent you the
Who
messages
did that?
that she wrote, child. Yeah, yeah,
It
that's
was
what
in the
she said.
deposition. It was in the court
No, it wasn't
documents.
in the deposition. It was in this woman's cola. Her name is Cola, I believe. Um
Y'all
um
celebrities, y'all get money. Y'all know how to act. Y'all have too much free time. Y'all have too much access, and y'all just out here wilding.
okay, here it goes. This a lady by the name of Ryder Cola Booth. She said one time for in the morning, Diddy brought Cassie, who was basically a teenager, into his bedroom where Kim Porter was sleeping, and woke Kim up and told her, "Get out the bed so Cassie can get in it." Kim was treated like shit for years, and Cassie giggled about it until she became Kim later on. I will never forget the time he tried to make Kim Porter lick Cassie's teeth, always using Kim's race as a put down. You guys don't know the half of what women go through with famous and powerful men, be there rappers. I feel bad for Cassie getting beat up like that, but I still remember when Cassie allowed herself to be used racially against Kim Porter, as Diddy humiliated her, beat her, and repeatedly Kim for years. Y'all have always hated me for talking real about this man, but they deserve it. Y'all would
I do.
never begin to believe the way he treated Kim Porter. And ironically, Cassie back then allowed herself to be used to disrespect Kim in her own home. Cassie let herself be flaunted in Kim's face, laughed when Diddy beat Kim. It was awful. Let's be clear. I only met Kim Porter once at a charity event. We had dinner, but we chatted on the telephone a few times, and I believe everything that Kim told me. I have never forgotten one time she was on the phone crying because she loved him so much and she couldn't bring herself to leave him. When I say friend, please remember that my English is my second language. I'm not claiming that Kim Porter and I were besties. No, we met once at a charity event, had dinner, we chatted on the telephone for the next 2 years. We were never close, but I believe everything she told me about her abuse and that she worshiped Diddy.
Those, well, that's a lot.
It was. But basically we don't know if this woman is telling the truth or a lie
I
or
think
if she did
people
we
may be wanting to add their own sauce to the situation because it's a popular topic now. Um, that's her opinion. If she was laughing and giggling while Kim
no,
Porter
she
was,
but a lot of
we don't.
people say, but even if this is true, like let's just say that this is true. We don't know if this is true, but just let's just say that this is true. A lot of people are saying that, oh, by her saying this, she's somehow like condoning what Cassie happened. People are so ignorant. Just because you tell the truth about a situation or tell what your knowledge of a situation in no way shape or form means that you are condoning or dismissing or saying that anyone deserves what happened, because if people had told a lot more of the truths, a lot of this wouldn't have been happened. But people always, every time you tell the truth about somebody, oh, you don't like them. No, I like you a lot. I probably like you more than average to even tell you the truth. Because if I didn't like you, I wouldn't care and let you live in stupid abyss. Like, because people sound dumb saying that this person is trying to dismiss Cassie because she's telling the truth. She probably was. It's the same in case like Young Miami. What did Young Miami say about Gina? She was happy to say you a eater, you calling her Wong too or whatever, like
Mhm.
and putting her down. Who knows? Cassie was young then. And when a man of affluence come around and this man has money and he's sporting you around and you know that he's with another woman, but you basically want her spot because you want the position, not even knowing that position comes with beatings. You know what I'm saying?
So
You don't at the time.
we
A lot
learned
of young girls do conduct themselves in that matter. That's not far fetched. And that's no way in shape or form is saying that she wants something to happen to her or it was good for her.
right now. It's being reported that Kim Porter's friend is saying that Kim Porter was murdered. Her friend is
Yeah,
saying she was
that's
writing
what I
the
read.
book
That's
and she was afraid for Diddy to read it. That's what the friend is saying. She was afraid that Diddy was going to read the book. Also, I have a little bit of video, not video, but picture evidence of abuse from Diddy to Cassie. This is from when Cassie allegedly went to Dubai and had an ATV accident. An ATV accident.
mm.
Um, so she went on this trip with Diddy. She had a gash, and you can see that on her lip. Do you think that's an ATV accident, or do you think that's Diddy?
If
You know,
ATV means did he bust your ass, I guess it's an ATV accident.
I mean, because it
Because
seemed like it's placed in, you know, places where people normally get hit or punched or cut. She has a cut on her lip. Her lip is busted. And she posted this picture to make it seem like she got in the ATV accident. And she said, "Oh, I'm doing." Let me pull up the caption, but she made it seem like she was on the ATV and she had an accident. But now people are looking at this picture like,
but people
"Were you
started
really
looking
in
at
an
the
accident,
picture
or
when
was
she
this
came out
one
with
of
the
the?"
first accusations here in November. It's several pictures that came out, even the pictures with her on the red carpet. You can see obviously it looks like bruising underneath the makeup. Now that we know and we are looking for it, you can see certain things.
People are saying that they're noticing bruising. They're noticing bruising now on Cassie. Um, to me, I can't really see it as far as the other pictures, but I did. It was more noticeable in that picture that I just showed. But I'm gonna show you what they're also saying. This is when Cassie was in that movie with Terrence J. They were filming a movie together,
The perfect
and she
match.
was the perfect match. And the premiere for the movie was 3 days after the hotel incident. So this is around the same time that she was that video happened in the hotel, and she went on the red carpet with Diddy, and people are saying that there's bruising on her arm.
Yeah, but did you see? You kind of see like if you zoom in on the face, you kind of see like the black eye. It looks like it's some makeup
Let me
covering.
see. I mean, I'm sure she was covering it up with makeup, but is they covered it up well to me. I can't really say that I see the bruising
And it's
significantly.
so it's horrible. Like I want to know
I can't say
who
that I see
were
it.
the people in the hotel because
Do y'all see
first of all,
it? Because
that hotel had an obligation to report a crime. And for you to be able to pay
they
somebody
were
off,
paid heavily.
but the thing is, like, no, $50,000. What is your humanity worth? Like, I'm not. You can't. If I see something like that and I work in a hotel, I'm not. You're not paying me for me. Not. I'm calling 911. I'm calling the cops, or else I'm gonna be up there acting like I'm delivering a service. Like if I'm coming up there to deliver lunch, I'm be whistling like that lady in all white and Kill Bill, like doo 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 doo, and then would have been no more because he would have been gone. But but no, that's crazy. Like nobody said nothing. Like nobody, and I believe more than one person saw that footage at the hotel. The hotel is not no longer under, I guess, under the same management.
I bet you, I promise you, the whole hotel staff saw that tape. Now, they were probably paid a handsome amount to just keep their mouth closed, and that's how it always has been with Diddy. And he had no problem going out there with no towel on. He didn't care who was in the hallway. Anybody could have been in the
He didn't
hallway,
care who was in the hall because they rent the whole floor. When they go in and stuff like that, they rent the whole floor. That whole floor was his. When they go to hotels
but
like
still,
that,
the
and
maid service,
nobody she
anybody
didn't
could have
care
been out.
because like obviously it was cameras. Regardless if you rent the whole floor or not, and you have access and you're privy to the whole floor, it's still cameras because it's in a business, it's an establishment, so they have to have cameras. He didn't give a damn, like you said. He came out there in a towel. He didn't give a damn if the cameras was watching. He didn't get, and it was broad daylight. You saw like the daylight coming in through the video. He didn't give a damn. This wasn't even nighttime. Like at least wait to nighttime. Like he was out there, and just to think that it was a man in that room, like probably just laid there. Like, what did you, sir? Like, oh,
Allegedly.
it's just a lot. It's just like how much like people was the bigger question is the in order to stop people to getting away with doing stuff like this, people have to stop selling their soul. People got to stop being able to do everything for money because this is a bigger problem than Diddy. Like Diddy's the result, but the bigger problem is people greed. Like how greedy are you? Like what would you do not do for money? Like this
Well,
is
I
like
mean, when you're Diddy and money is not a problem, and when you're a regular person living paycheck to paycheck, somebody say, "Here's $50,000, and all you got to do is keep your mouth
but
closed."
this is what I'm
I mean,
saying. What
let's
is
keep it
going
100.
on
Let's keep
in
it
the
100.
world? Like, why is the world has to fix like it's so messed up that people have no morals, no no humanity to say, you know what? My morals and this person getting their ass whipped is worth more than $50,000. I don't care about this $50,000. If I didn't have it today, I don't need it tomorrow. I'm not. I don't care about that. This person's life is worth more than $50,000. If people don't stop and you're able to buy your way
Imagine how
out of
many people he paid off, though. He probably paid
That's what
off
I'm saying. But like
hotel staff,
it's
yacht
people's
staff.
mentality because he wouldn't be able to do it if everybody didn't think the same. Like he wouldn't be able to do it if you thought differently. Like if people thought differently and people just like concerned. I'm not doing nothing for certain type. I'm not. If I had saw that honestly, if I was the staff, you wouldn't have been. I'd have been told. I'd have been the whistleblower. I'd have been on the cop like, look, I'm
But
snitching.
Diddy
I'm
has been
telling.
alleged to unalive people. People are accusing him of unaliving Biggie, Tupac, and Kim Porter,
No, we had to go
amongst
back
other people.
because honestly, what happened to Heavy D? What happened to Heavy D?
People are accusing him of Heavy D. I've heard that before. I mean, so do you really want to go against the grain and go against somebody who's allegedly unalived several people? Or do
You
you want
only
to just
got
get the
one.
money and go
I'm
home?
not. I'm not. Me personally, I don't care about that. Me personally, I said you. What you? How many times you gonna kill me? I was but you only could die once. Me personally, I don't care about that. I said, but because we live to die. Like that's what I say. I'm like Soldier Boy. Let's meet up and
No, I
die
ain't
then.
trying. I ain't
Let's
trying to
let's meet
die.
up and die.
I ain't trying to die either.
Like
But
like like
I,
let's meet up and die.
I probably would have snuck a video of it on my cell phone and saved it on Mad Day. And when I get ready to quit this job, then I'm gonna just go to CNN and be like, "Hey, I got something for you. I just need to check. Don't say my name. Don't ask about how I got it. Here's some footage." And CNN is messy, but I'm here for CNN.
But
It took
I
them
do
8 years.
believe now they now a lot of people because even like the blogger Perez Hilton, he came on and said that he believes also that the feds leaked that footage. Like
The
because
people
for
are
some
accusing Diddy of working with the feds. Do y'all believe Diddy is working with the feds? Because he's not being arrested for this.
he's not going well, he can't be arrested for that.
Is TD Jakes on those freak off videos? If that comes out, I'm falling out and I'm done for
I'm
I'm
gonna
done.
need to see Meek Mills is on it because didn't Soldier
I,
Boy
I
it
know
said
Meek Mills. They said they allegedly have a tape of Meek Mills getting clapped.
they are so messy
Allegedly,
because Soldier because some I guess William the baddest from the Bad Boys Club he has said that he had an intimate relationship with Soldier Boy allegedly, and then another gentleman came out and said that he was with Soldier Boy and he tried to have video proof of them on FaceTime or what have you. And Meek Mill somehow jumped in some type of like I think Soldier Boy was going at Metro Boomin um over um over a tweet that he tweeted out a couple of years ago. And Soldier Boy went crazy on Metro Boomin about the tweet and was like something about his mother. And Metro Boomin mother unfortunately lost her life to domestic violence. So people were getting on him, but Meek Mills was one of the people that said something to him, and he told Meek Mill, "Ain't you fucking Diddy?"
that's what the people are saying. And from what I've seen, y'all got matching outfits. He's calling you daddy at the
It's like
pool.
you got to stay out of Meek, like Meek. Stay, just shut up. Don't say
He was
nothing.
defending his man. Meek was defending his man. Diddy treats his men better than he treats his women. Let's be clear on that. Meek Mill would never be treated like this.
He wouldn't.
Meek Mill would not be dragged in the
Kicked,
hallway.
kicked
He'll
like a
be
dog.
escorted. He'll get the A+ service. Diddy treats his men better.
Yeah, he does.
He does. He treats his men better, and he treats his women like accessories. You're a pretty prop. I want you to do this man in front of me so I can be aroused by him doing you. It's weird. It's weird, but we're gonna
I would love
have some
to like see one of those.
I
I would just
believe
want to be on the
he's gay.
edge of a freak off.
I
I
believe
want to
he's a
be in a.
crackhead.
Oh, but I know
But
that room stinks. Now,
but I know William the baddest, the guy that was trying to come out this week is saying that he had sex with Soldier Boy or whatever. I feel like he's an attention whore though. He's a real attention whore. He's been on like 4
William,
shows.
yeah, he is. And
He's
how
been
he
on
get
4
that thick?
shows.
How he get that thick? He is thick.
Who that William the
Well,
baddest?
yeah, he is a
He
thick
always
one.
been big. He always been big, but he wears small clothes.
Yes, he
That's,
is.
that's,
He just be jiggling. I'm like, God damn, how you get all
he
that?
is a scary punk. He's gonna treat. I told you he's gonna treat the women bad, and he's gonna treat his men good. Come on, daddy, show how you do it, daddy. Show them. We heard the audio.
Yeah,
We
because
saw
we
the
like
video.
you're not gonna ever be able to live down in that pool because the way he was in that
Any
pool,
got knees self jumping in
he
that
was
pool.
squirming side to side like he would have his ass on soak, like he was soaking his ass from a rough night, like that happened without the Astroglide, like they ran, it was just the Tootsie that was on allegedly
After a
the
while, you
Tootsie.
don't need Astroglide no more. You've been used to the process. So I
Mm,
think
just slide
Meek
in.
was gliding. Meek was gliding, and Diddy was
He
doing
was
his thing on me.
gliding. He was
He he was riding and gliding, child. But
gliding, gliding, and riding, child. Mm-mm.
I feel like that Kim Porter case needs to be reopened. Diddy, you're done. You're right there with R. Kelly. You're no better than he is. Society just threw R. Kelly away. It's nothing for them because as fast as you can get up to the top, the faster you fall. And here is an example of don't let pride come before the fall.
Yeah, and R. Kelly, this is what I think. What R. Kelly was saying, a lot of stuff like he probably was feeling like, oh shit, it's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not the only one. Why am I being arrested? Why am I, the fall guy? And every dog has their day, and what's done in the dark definitely comes to the light. You can't hide from Jesus. All that good stuff. Like you can't. It's always you're not going to get away with it. That's why I say that's why I like tell the truth. Like be who you are. Like be who you are. Try to tell the truth. Just try to be as honest as possible because you're not going to get away with it. You're not.
Princess says that Diddy is afraid of men. I do believe so because there have been several interviews that I heard where Diddy has tried other guys and they said, I will beat the fuck out of you. And Diddy backed
I
off.
don't think he's afraid of men because Diddy's not no punk. I didn't see Diddy fight.
I ain't seen
Did
Diddy fight men. Well, I haven't
no,
seen
I've
it.
seen him like back in like Diddy would fight. He would fight. Like he would fight. He would fight you. I said, but I don't think he's a punk, but I think he likes men. Like it's something about him liking
Yeah, I
men.
believe
Like
he's
it's not that he
bisexual.
probably wouldn't fight
I
a
do.
man or wouldn't think he's not gonna beat a man like he beats a woman because I think he doesn't like women. And sometimes you have to look deeper into a person's upbringing.
I
I
just
don't
can't
want to say
imagine what
I
would
don't want
make
to
you
say too
want to
much,
drag
but
a
you
woman by her
sometimes you gotta look
hair.
at mothers. A lot of times you gotta look at mothers and you gotta look at the position sometimes mothers are forced into due to unforeseen circumstances and what their child has to witness due to unfortunate unseen circumstances. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do to put food on the table, and sometimes you don't realize your children are watching, and your children grow up sometimes with these quirks and these kinks and these
Mhm.
things because a lot of times they seen a lot of stuff. Not saying this is Diddy case, but a lot of times people
Well,
see,
it's probably Diddy because
but
R.
a
Kelly
lot of
is
times
the same
children
thing.
see things and they get confused over what they see because if you see sometimes our parents or someone of authority or somebody that we look up to in certain sexual or certain awkward positions, and sometimes that confuses a child because you become stimulated, shall I say, but you know that it's wrong for you to be stimulated for this person, and sometimes you end up taking it out on certain females and stuff like that. Every time your dick get hard, your fists get hard too, like towards women sometimes, and sometimes that's a psychological problem, and it forces some men or some people to lean towards the same sex because they find comfortability in the same sex. Like it's like you're a man, you know what I'm going through. Like it's a camaraderie, but we fuck. You understand? Like you like not a lot of dick every
Right,
now. It's like my
right.
homeboy. Like he gets where I'm coming from, but we also have that intimate connection as well because and it's a lot of psychological issues sometimes there, and sometimes you have to look deeper than what's just in front of us.
Right. So I just opened the doors to the church. So if anybody wants to come up and state your opinion on anything that we said or just state your opinion on tonight's
I do know
topic,
it was a lot of prostitutes in the 70s.
it's been prostitutes since the beginning of time. Nothing has
I'm just
changed
saying it
about
was a
that.
lot. It was a lot. Like it was a haven in Harlem.
while we're waiting on people to jump in, Destiny, switching gears, Destiny from Love and Marriage Huntsville was arrested the other day for identity theft. And then after she was bailed out, she went to Atlanta to Lenox, where Portia and Yandy were. I think Portia's promoting her new bedsheet line. So she quickly ran out of jail to go support her besties in Atlanta. So, what do we think about Destiny being rearrested for fraud?
Child, I didn't even know her ex-man was with her producer. Like
It's
Miss
just like
Bernice,
she's
Miss
always the
Bernice put me
victim.
on to that. Shout out to Miss Bernice. Like because of Miss Bernice, I was like, what's going on? Like I haven't watched Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I did see that Destiny got arrested. I don't know what's going on between her Destiny girl.
Um,
Like
Mace is, Princess is asking, do you feel like Diddy is a top or a bottom?
I
What
believe he's versed. I believe he's
I feel
versed.
like Meek, he might be versed. I believe you're right, Mace, and I believe Meek is a bottom.
Yeah, I definitely believe Meek is a bottom.
Meek is a
Meek
bottom.
definitely gives me nasty old bottom, child. Yes. Yes. You know, like
Meek is a
oh no, Meek's a bottom. If you know, like I swear to like you know,
Meek was doing the big.
I was raised up around, I was raised up around the girls and the fleets. So I know the streets. And Meek is a bottom. Meek ain't nothing but a bottom. But I do
The
believe
way he,
Puffy is
for me,
first.
is the way he was jumping up and down. The way he was jumping up and down in that video, so happy that Diddy was recording him. It was. Mary says her ex-husband is the problem and needs to stop effing with her. I mean, I don't feel. Do we feel bad for Destiny? Do we?
I, I don't.
Moving forward, we do have
I
somebody in the
never like
back.
Destiny never
Uh,
grabbed me because her eyes. I told you she had hungry eyes. Remember, I always said that she had hungry eyes. Every time I see her, I hear that song, "Hungry Eyes." Like I hear it. It's like she's like begging for something. So now
hungry
you
for
stealing.
identity,
That you was
money,
stealing.
people's
Like
money.
it wasn't even
Like she
begging.
was
It was
scamming.
thievery in those eyes. It wasn't even baggage. It was thievery.
Princess said we hating on me. I'm sorry. From the videos that I
We,
seen of
I ain't hating on me
me
at
jumping up
all.
and down,
The way he was twisting and turning in that pool. That nigga was turning like his
he was
ass was
twisting and
so
turning, and
the way he had those French fries. How you eating French fries in the pool with French fries on your lap?
they had matching
Like
outfits.
who? Like nobody dresses like. Why you dressed up with your homeboy and y'all got matching outfits? And allegedly this wasn't the first time. And then
This
the
is
girl
Meek
Gina,
Mills. This is Meek Mills at Diddy House.
I'm
This
done.
is Meek Mill at Diddy House.
Yep, with his house coat.
This is
See, he got his little.
this is Meek.
That's a nasty old house
He
dress.
got
That's
his
how you.
gown
That's how you vote
on,
the nigga
got
out
the
with your
nails.
house.
That's Meek. So
Get it?
we're gonna hey Kendor. Hope I'm saying it
Hey,
right. So we're gonna bring in a longtime friend to the show, our good friend, our good sis in Christ, Simone LaBouche. Thank you for
Hello.
joining
hey,
us
Simone, how are
tonight.
you?
Hello. I'm so happy to be here. Smaze and Shady. It's great to be on your show. It's been a while. It's been a while since you went on. I'm happy.
Yes.
I'm happy you're here.
I'm
I
glad
just
you are
wanted
here
to
with us.
thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to say I'm so happy that you guys went live on a Saturday night, and I'm happy to get into the mess. And I wanted to comment on one of the comments that I posted that you put up here. R. Kelly wasn't canceled. He went to jail. If he were still making music, unfortunately, I do believe people would be bopping to it just like they were before he went to prison. So don't be so sure that Diddy is canceled. Diddy is not going to go to jail for this because there is a civil suit which has a non disclosure agreement. And while we're all seeing the video, she cannot testify. And it's more than likely that every person in that hotel that
No,
saw
but
the
actually
video.
she can.
Yes.
Why?
Actually, she can.
Because
She can testify now
it
because it's a crime. She can't testify against that. She can testify against that incident as well. But once the feds pull it over into a crime, she will be the witness. She will be their star witness. If they bring Diddy to prosecution, if they decide to prosecute him, Cassie will be the star witness.
See, because that was something that was confusing to me. I always understood that contracts that
No,
are
once
illegal
with any
when it
crime, any type of crime,
yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't matter about the statute of limitations on the crime. But if any type of crime occurred, the NDA becomes non-involved void.
yeah, that's what I was concerned about.
Yeah,
Contracts
so the
that are
NDAs is
inherently okay,
basically
okay, let me get this out because I have a hard time because of my stutter. Contracts that are illegal are inherently null and void. So I heard that is what happened in the Michael Jackson case, that, the police tried to pursue it because they thought that there was a crime that had, occurred with the children, but the parents and the children just held to their silence, so the police weren't able to pursue it. But if
right.
Cassie is going to cooperate, she may be able to pursue this. But my main point is R. Kelly was not canceled. R. Kelly went to jail and he's no longer
But he did try to
producing
put out
music.
an album while he was in jail and it flops. Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
Oh no,
because
I don't remember that.
honestly,
He put out a whole album while he was in jail and nobody bought it. Nobody listened. But actually it was pulled. After a while it was pulled. He wasn't allowed to make money off of it. But when it was out, when nobody really
but
you can
See, I'm
honestly,
copy
surprised that someone produced it for him. I'm very surprised that somebody produced it for him. They didn't want to be associated with him.
right.
If he wasn't in jail, he wouldn't have the issues of not being able to find a producer. He would still be producing music, and that's the thing. Once he's in jail, you know, that's the problem.
but you know what? A lot of things with R. Kelly and like with Diddy, why Diddy is done right now, and why he probably will be like publicly canceled is because of
Mhm.
the video. If the
Mm-hmm.
it's the video because the video puts a certain adaptation on it because it's like okay, I believe Cassie because like
Mm-hmm.
I've worked in the industry, I've seen a lot of these people, I've known a lot of these
Mm-hmm.
people, I know how they get down for real, and a lot of these
Mm-hmm.
people are monsters. So when Cassie was saying that, it was nothing surprising to me. I was like, shit, she didn't say enough. You understand? She was going
Mm-hmm.
light on him,
Mm-hmm.
real light.
Mm-hmm.
She really
So
didn't say that.
yeah, she did. And she just said just enough. Her lawyers and everything is smart. That's why they get paid the big bucks. They knew better than to put out all of this thing because this was a pre-up. Like I said before in a previous video, 9 times out of 10, Cassie didn't just sue Diddy to just sue Diddy.
Right.
The feds have been watching Diddy for years. Like I said about the guy, I forgot his name again. One of the guys, one of Diddy's associates that got arrested, and this was 11 years ago. And they
Mm-hmm.
offered him a proffer agreement, the same agreement that they offered Keepy D and that Keepy D took. And that's the reason why Keepy D is in jail right now because of that proffer
May I
agreement.
ask a question? May I ask,
Mhm.
do we believe that Diddy is a federal informant and now the
Yes,
feds are sick of him and they, want to bring him in?
yes. But
I mean, because you can be a criminal informant and then go too far and
but
the
it
feds
takes
are
a
like, you know what,
criminal
you've
to be a
overstepped the
criminal
line.
informant. And if you know that if anybody watched any history, all what happens to all the criminal informants?
They end up dead or in jail.
You're right. And so
But
therefore
I
they
do
have been
believe they're
informing.
using
You
Diddy.
can
I
inform
do
as
believe
long as I allow you to inform. You're doing yourself a favor because 9 times out of 10, you did something that was serious that I gave you the opportunity to become an informant. But when I'm tired of you being an informant and when you cannot make us any more money or you are complaining
We're done with you.
about what I give you, because everything that you have is what I allow you to have. You
You
have
know
nothing
what? There was
I did not give
there
you.
was an episode of The Sopranos a long time ago when one of the guys was a criminal informant and the FBI said to him, "Look, we're going to allow you to earn, but there's a line you do not cross."
Right.
So when you're a criminal informant, there you have parameters, and I'm
But this is
wondering,
how we work. That's how they work. That's how
mm,
they work. You're not going to do nothing that we ain't tell you to do. Like
my my question is, what parameter did he cross? If they
He
knew that he
probably
was,
crossed the line with the Diageo. A lot of things was going on with the money making of those people that run Diageo. Those are multi going up billions of dollars. You know, they have their hands in everything. They have their hands. A lot of, and I do believe they maybe have the family that was associated with Nelly Furtado.
no,
Um,
Nelly Furtado?
I believe her husband maybe have associated with one of them liquor brands. That's one of them families, and that's why she was the way she was, because like she said, all of the Jay-Z, all of them, like she said, everybody turned on her because of this family. Like she was with this gentleman she had a baby by, that's a multi-billion dollar family, and he wanted to took the kid from her or whatever. Something went down. I'm not too sure about it. I knew, but I don't want to misspeak, but it was something going on. But basically they're all connected with that thing out in London with those people. And a lot of times when you mess with certain people and you get too big on your britches and you feel that you can make the rules, you don't make the rules. You understand? We
No, you
allow.
don't.
So now
Mhm.
you thinking that you can make rules, you little nigger. You understand? Like I think that's
Say
what
it
you think.
again. Say it again, May. Say it again, because I
Nigger.
think
You
that that's what
make
Diddy
rules.
forgot. He thought that he was the big boss. No,
Yeah,
you're
that
dealing with the
you
feds.
we're going to show you who are king, and we will break you down to the very last compound. We'll make you want to kill yourself, because first of all, these people are very smart. They're going to watch how you move. They're going to watch what you like. They're going to watch what you don't like. Like even with R. Kelly, a lot of them be informants. A lot of the rap people that sit in the are CIA. A lot of rappers that you're dancing to now. Why do you think they implement certain agendas and certain things on, just like with Drake's connection to Sexy Red? Do
Mm.
you think that Drake is going to be around? Do you think, no? Do you think Sexy Red is going to be around Drake now? I bet you she won't be around him right now. I bet
Mm.
you she won't, because once she started being around him, she loses credibility. And what we need her for, we need her to shake her ass. We need her to sit there and find out why her pussy stink. We need her to do certain things, because this completes it, because we got little black girls looking up to her. And we need these little nigger bitches to act ignorant. We need this. And Drake was the monkey, like the
Thank
half
you.
monkey that comes on the show that steals culture, because Drake is not a hip hop hippity hop person. Like, I watched Degrassi. I followed all of those people from Degrassi because I've been called the Oreo all my life. You understand? So I
Is
watched.
Drake a plant? Is Drake a plant?
I do believe he is, because first of all, he's not. I watched Degrassi to whereas I followed the characters on, like the characters. I followed Aubrey Graham. You understand, when
Hmm.
he was Jimmy. So like I said,
Hmm.
I still can't believe Jimmy's Drake, because Aubrey Graham is Jewish. Aubrey Graham, it talks really proper. Aubrey Graham is not Drake. You understand? So a lot of times they come and they pretend to be these people, and they can just adapt and move, and because they could get into certain doors that other people can't.
Hmm.
A lot of times
Hmm.
you can move certain doors and put certain things, and by you being inherently like at the end of the day, people are, they call, like, you're a culture, like what they say, a culture vulture, but you let these people in. Like you let these people in. People think as soon as somebody says, like, every white person, not to even put there, because Eminem is a phenomenal rapper, but as soon as people of color see somebody other than a person of color be able to rap, dance, or do anything that's considered hip or ethnic, like, they just like eat their shit. It's like, oh my god, he's rapping and he's white. Oh, he's dancing. He can dance.
I
Like,
think we call that too quick to be invited to the cookout.
right. And it's like you get so excited over these people, like, just copying what you
Hmm.
inadvertently do naturally. Like, what's the excitement? And like it's nothing to be excited for. So he can rap, so you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, and like, but people get enamored with these people. Look at him, he's light skinned, like, look at him. Like, people get so happy with these people, and they get excited and they usher their way in. This is why he's able to co-sign and promote Sexy Red. But you're not going to see them probably co-signing and promoting together right now because of what he's going through with the Kendrick Lamar thing. So you're not
Hmm.
going to see them together, because now he's going to discredit her, because now they're calling you a fake and a fraud, Drake. So now if she's seen with you, she's going to be called the freaking fraud and you were just pushing her through. So we got to keep her, safe so she can corrupt the youth. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep her
Yeah,
still corruptible. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you.
And that's a lot what it goes down. That's why I said people look up to these celebrities. These celebrities are they're a lot of times they're crazy and delusional. These people are not who they claim to portray. Like, oh, they're so nice. No, they're not.
I'm going to try to send you a clip that I found on YouTube. It was Jim Carrey on the Jimmy Kimmel show talking about the Illuminati and how all of these stars and singers are here simply to corrupt you, to make you think
But
in a
this is
certain way.
Hollywood. Like, people don't even know, like Hollywood, the holly tree. Like it goes, like they took a wand, like from the holly tree. Like it goes further back. Like this is all alluded. That's why I said all this stuff doesn't make it. It's stupid. Like even with the politics and the politicians, they are all on the same team, dummies.
Mm,
They all are the same. It's just like a basketball game. You going to some people root for the Lakers. Some people root for the Knicks. But you are paying to see. Everybody's paying. You understand what I'm saying? So when
mhm.
that one person wins, say the Knicks win, your team, you're happy that your team win, but you still paid. You understand? Everybody still paid. It's just like with politics. They want for everybody to be decisive and such and such. And if you're going to get in the game, just pick a winning team. Like, but it's all a game. It's just to have people running around with their heads cut off. So you don't have
Yes.
no type of thought because they're all working on the same plan. But they want you to be, oh no, I'm a Democrat. Oh, I'm a Republican. I hate Donald Trump. I love Joe Biden. I do this. I do. And at the end of the day,
They're all the same.
they're
It's really
all
hard at this point not to find to I'm sorry, it's hard to find a difference between Democrats and Republicans because they're
they
all
all
so
the same. It's
centrist.
never been a difference. It's only put there to divide you. It's put literally made to divide you. It's all a
I
game. Like
agree.
I said, all this stuff is a game. People get so serious and want to argue with people, stop speaking with people, and stop the. It's a game. It's just like if you play Monopoly. When you play Monopoly, your object is to win. Because I'm saying that's the objective of the game. Just like basketball, the objective is for your team to win. But at the end of the day, all the fans that came to see the teams, they all paid. They all paid to see one team win. And what's the difference?
Hmm.
It's just like, but they have everybody clamoring around, arguing with each other back and forth, going back and forth when everybody needs to just get on the same page. If you like this person, that's on you. If I like this person, that's on you. That's not going to make me like you any less, or you know what I'm saying, or look at you any less. It's just that you have preferable team. Just like you may like the Knicks. Somebody may like the thing. Am I going to be mad because you like the Knicks? No, it's all a game. It's all to get the people involved, to get people interested. Because if they didn't have nothing for us to do or argue about, what would we do? You know what I'm saying?
So so I guess the question is now, what are the next steps for Diddy? If he was a criminal informant and he overstepped the line and the FBI is now done with him, you know,
I
are we going
personally
to see
believe
him
that's
go
why
to
he feels
jail?
so comfortable. I personally believe that's why he feels so comfortable. Like even with that rap song, like I don't think anything goes through. Seems like to be a boss and to seem to be a little bit controlling. So I don't think anything really goes through without his approval. So, but for his son to even make that rap song and say like, "Oh, you didn't even miss the crib because the other one, because you didn't even know what we did," or whatever he said, or like for you to put that rap song and say what you said in the song, you're becoming very cocky. It's like like you're like, "Pfft." And then his son even made a cryptic text or tweet out to say, "Oh, seen it all," and had like a ninja sign before this video came out. So who's to say that they weren't privy to this video coming out? But I do believe seeing is believing, and even if he doesn't pay criminally, he's going to pay because no one is going to want to deal with him publicly. And that's going to be his downfall because he needs that public recognition to
But
survive.
see, that's the thing. That's just the thing. I feel if he's not in jail, he can survive. Like if R. Kelly wasn't in jail, R. Kelly would
No, but
survive. Our
I
son,
think after this, I truly think after this video, nobody's going to be able to live down what they saw in this video. Because, like I said,
The
it's a
abuse of women isn't taken seriously enough in this country and
we
around
got to
this
remember
world.
this was a Filipino and a Mexican woman. This was this, and like I said, color does matter, and like people get mad that we're in America. Let's be adults. Color matters, and I'm just thinking that she was a lighter skewed woman, that because people tend to care more, people tend to be shocked more, people tend to be more empathetic, people have more sympathy for the lighter skinned woman. And being that she was dragged to all be damned, and I don't think anyone deserves to be, I don't care what color you are. If that happened, Diddy needed somebody with brothers and cousins like me that would have showed, I don't give a damn, Diddy, we showing up. You know what I'm saying? Or like because what he did and the way he did that, and he was so comfortable, that was not the first time. That was not the first woman, and people are going to wake up and see that. We are in the age of reveal. Like, it's going to be revealed, and people are not going to mess with him. And that's what, like I said, I hope they don't find him in a tub or say he OD'd on the Tunchi, because the only next move is to get rid of him. We done put you into obscurity because you're gonna have to just scurry away somewhere because you're gonna
Wait a
hide.
minute, wait a minute. What you just said, that I'm sorry, that brings out too many things. Okay, Diddy is an informant. Now the FBI is going to change up on him. Diddy's going to come out and say, "Hold on a second. All these things are true. This didn't happen. You knew this happened. And what's going to happen? We're going to find him overdosed in a
He's not
bathtub
going to
like
say that
Whitney
because he
Houston."
probably can't say that. Like I said, if Diddy was as powerful as he was alleged to be, if he was able to get alleged murders cleaned up, if he was able to get alleged shootings cleaned up by the LAPD, he was the thing or whatever like that, and if he was getting this done by these people, do you not think he's scared of these people, or that he's not going to talk, or he can't say anything? Or he's not going to say anything in fear that he's going to lose his life, although inevitably he may lose his life anyway. He's
Mm.
not going to turn on these people, because if he had the power that these people gave him, and that was some ultimate power, because if you could get like they said it was a shooting allegedly in that studio. They said they dragged, it was blood all over the place allegedly. They said they dragged the boy out and said he got shot down the block. Cops didn't do nothing. They were calling in certain fixers, allegedly a Corey Gamble, Kim's mother's husband, boyfriend, the big booty hippie guy, is allegedly a fixer. Like, and then certain people, like even with them being on the scene, the way he was acting on the scene of Kim Porter's death, ooh, ooh, like it's a lot that he was able to get away with. So if he was able to get away with all these things and all these heinous acts, imagine what the people that was allowing him to get away, what they could do, and what he know they could do. They could probably wipe out his whole family. Like, a lot of times when these celebrities, and this is what Kanye West, a lot of people like to call Kanye crazy and like thing, but pay attention to what he said. When he sat in that car and he said that they can't come because I ain't kill nobody. Yeah, they killed my mother because they tried to control me. He was like, but they can't come after me. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Diddy, because I ain't kill nobody.
Beyonce ain't got nothing to do with this.
But I'm just repeating what Kanye
He
said.
popped in. He was like trying
Right,
to
you know, he
defend
ain't gonna let nothing go
Beyonce.
down. He ain't gonna let nothing go down if Beyonce's involved. I'm just repeating. I'm just repeating what Kanye said. He was saying that he didn't kill anyone, and we have to look to think. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Now, at first glance, you're gonna think this man is a fool. You know what I'm saying? Because of his previous incidents, his previous, like, you're gonna be like, he's a
He is
fool.
Looney Tunes, though. He's not a genius. He's
Yeah,
Looney
he's no,
Tunes.
not he is a genius, because you could be Looney Tune. Two things could be
He's
true at
Looney
the same time.
Tunes.
He could. I'm Looney Tune and I'm a
He's
genius.
getting into porn now.
But
He
I'm saying,
wants to do porn
but
now.
no, I said, but two
You
things
what?
could
What?
exist in the same realm.
Wait. What did
West.
Sherry?
Kanye West is talking about producing porn.
Oh God.
Oh, well, that's
You know
not
what?
wrong. He does
If
has a
you
nice
made it
life
to the top, if you made it to the top, why would you just? Why would
because he
you?
wants to show
Start
off
to
his
sink to the
life-size penis.
bottom.
He's known this is not far-fetched for him to get into porn. Everybody knows ever since high school, Kanye has been rumored to show off his penis. So why wouldn't he want to expose it to the world and make money off of it? It's only natural. I think he's a
I don't
genius
think.
for it.
I don't think
I
we the
think
people are asking for it. I don't think we the people need it.
I
We
think
wasn't
they want
asking
it.
for it.
They may not need it, but they want it.
Well, the
Kanye
people will
West is
watch
there.
anything.
Yeah. And especially as Kanye, they're gonna want to watch it. They're gonna and though he's not even if it's him, but he's probably producing of a thing. But I think porn is the way to go because I'm telling you, as soon as my check clear on my lawsuit, I'm thinking about opening a little whorehouse in Vegas.
A whorehouse in
Okay.
Vegas is different
Yeah,
than
and
producing
maybe Diddy could get his
porn.
people for me.
What lawsuit? I didn't know that there was a lawsuit. Can you talk about it or no?
Oh no, I fell my ceiling fell on me. I tell you, my ceiling had fell on me. And I can't like my shoulder. That's why I'd be like stiff. Sometimes I can't move, and I'm doing a lot of this, and you see me
I
a
didn't
lot.
even know. I'm so sorry.
Like a lot of times you see me do this and like and spit a lot is because my it fell on me and my neck and everything is
Oh
messed
my
up.
goodness. I didn't
Yes,
even
I'm
know.
in a
When did
lot of
this
pain. So half the
happen?
time, yeah, I'm in a lot of pain. So when I don't come up or I don't, it's because I'm in pain. Like
When did this happen?
this happened in June, 2 years ago. Like I've been going
I'm
through it.
sorry. I wish I had known. I'm sorry. I hope I hope the physical therapy is going okay, and I hope
Yeah,
the
I can't even do the
lawsuit.
physical therapy because when I started the physical therapy right after the thing, because it was just like they thought it was like regular like stiffness and shoulder from moving the ball back and forth, my shoulders start clicking and I like eh, and when it click in and out, it goes down to where it's something in here and they're trying to find out what it is, but they can't see what it is, but it's in my whole throat and like pushing it in. And so it's like crushing
Oh,
me. So
Maze.
it's like
The only thing I'm gonna pray. I didn't know. I didn't know.
yes, I'm constantly going like this, like because I gotta move it out so I can breathe.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
Like
I'm
it's one
so
way.
sorry.
Yeah, it messed me up, child. And I'm like, and I just had the weight loss surgery, and I'm like, I just lost weight so my knees could start working. And I'm like, between my knees now and my shoulders, because I couldn't move around before because I was big and I had an accident. I fell down the
Hmm.
stairs and I wasn't able to move, and I started gaining weight, and then my knees started hurting. Like my knees was like hurting. I was almost went up to like 300 pounds, and I'm like, I
Well,
can't barely walk. Every time I step, I take, can't breathe just sweating, just out of control. So I just had the weight loss surgery. I finally got my nerves up to have the weight loss
hmm.
surgery. Got the weight loss surgery a year in or year and a half in the ceiling fall on me and like
Oh my. Have you ever heard? I have issues with my knees as well due to arthritis, and I want to look into plasma injections. I've heard that they
oh,
help rebuild
the cartilage.
yes, the cartilage and the tissue and all the good things that you need in between the joints. Have you asked your doctor about that?
No, but I did hear about that, and I think that they say that's really good.
But I'm going to look into it and I'll share what information I find with you. I have your Instagram. We all know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, because they say it rebuilds the cartilage, and because
Yes,
also,
yes.
but a lot of things with the plasma because it was a guy he worked for. He was a scientist. His father was suffering from dementia, early set on dementia, and
Hmm.
he took his blood and his son's blood, that which was 16 years old, mixed it and made some type of and was injecting his father with it, and the dementia subsided.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And it said in the sun they said about the blood in our children's like our children blood is regenerative.
Youthful
Yeah, like
blood.
regenerative. Yeah, and I say even like because I tell you about the pee, like nobody believes me about the pee, like the a baby piss.
Oh,
That's
I've
how I
heard that
know.
before.
Yeah, the
I've heard
baby
that
piss.
baby pee on your face makes your
Baby
skin
pee
really
on your face
clear
keep my face. This is how my face stay clear. People don't believe that I'm almost 50. Like
because it's the acid in the urine, and then the babies are, because of the formula, they have so many vitamins. So the acid breaks down the skin a little bit, and then the vitamins go into the skin. That's what I've heard.
yeah, and then your face, you don't get a wrinkle. I could be you don't get a
Mm.
wrinkle like you don't get wrinkle like everybody like oh you're not they no I was like the baby piss. I've been putting it on my face since I was 15. My grandmother, because I thought it was so nasty. When
Hmm.
my aunt had her baby, and she took the pamper and just rubbed it on my face like at 5 years old, like, "Ugh." And I'm like, piss. So she was like, "No, you're gonna need this. You're gonna remember this. Remember this, like you remember." Like, and I always would take the baby's diapers. I would still order if somebody had a baby in the family, stealing the diapers. Give me the diapers, and then I would just use the baby piss and eggs, the baby piss
Mm.
and eggs, and it keeps your skin tight and clear.
Yeah.
I barely break out, don't have a bump, don't have a blemish, like.
Wow. All right.
But people won't believe it. But it's something regenerative, I guess, in our bodily fluids.
Mm. That
But I
is
don't want to drink
interesting.
it, but because there's people out there that drink the piss.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I just thought
They
it
drink
should
it.
go
Somebody
on
else,
the.
and it was a gentleman. They had he was addicted to drinking. Him and his girlfriend.
Okay,
They
that's
sit,
different.
they sitting around just drinking piss, and he did look young and especially for a Caucasian man. Like he looked very young, but he was like he drinks his own urine, like and was drinking that. He said he started drinking his girlfriend's, and like they're mixing, swapping urine. And I was like, his skin was clear, but I don't know if the reward is worth the risk. I'm
No,
like,
no, no, there.
But bringing it back to the topic at hand, because it's getting late in Atlanta. Simone, do you have anything else to add about the video, Diddy, the any of the other
I
of
think you just.
demons as well?
No, no. I don't have any
We
other
skimmed through
information.
it.
We what? We
I
skimmed
just said
what?
we skimmed through it when we first start. We skimmed through it when we first started, and we didn't go into much detail about Kel's little interview with Shay Shay, but it was interesting enough.
I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm
A
you
gonna
lot of
watch
know,
people.
it. I want to
I
watch it because now I'm interested.
I came in late when you guys had came in late with you started. I didn't see you guys talking about Kel. I did see the interview, and as far as the interview is concerned, I really felt that he was telling half truths. I was feeling that he was
I
lying
think
by
he did.
omission. I think that he was telling what may have happened on her side, and he didn't talk about the fact that he had had a drug problem at that time. And quite frankly, if you check out of a relationship because of drugs or whatever health issue, and you are no longer contributing physically, financially, or emotionally, you shouldn't be surprised if your partner finds companionship in someone else.
Yeah,
So I didn't feel that he was being completely honest. And I also feel that we need to keep in mind that these are very young people at the time. They aren't 45 years old. This is 25 years ago when they are, between 20 and 25. So I think that those are a couple of things that need to be uh, kept in perspective.
I completely agree. I do think that he portrayed himself as the villain the whole time and made it seem like his wife was doing this and doing that and casting spells
Hmm.
and cheating and with this man and that man, but you never mentioned that she caught you with another man
Hmm.
doing
That's
something
like a cheerleader.
strange. So
I was wondering,
this
did you guys hear the story about the young lady who had 5 children and turned her children into CPS?
I didn't hear
no, I
that.
didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was a young lady. I don't know if you guys watch Neek at Night. Shout out to Neek at Night. She interviewed the young lady actually. It was a young lady, I forgot her name. She was, I believe, 27, and she has 5 children. And she said that, she would become overwhelmed, that she
Hmm.
couldn't take it no more. A lot of stuff was going on in her life, and that the fathers weren't helping her. I believe it's 5 children, three fathers, and one of the fathers is deceased. The middle father to the middle child is deceased, and the fathers was not helping. And she went to CPS, and like she videotaped herself turning her children in. And people were like, oh, a lot of people was having mixed feelings about it. Like, well, why did she turn her children in? Like, you just want to party. And the other people was like, thank God that she turned her children in, because she could have, maybe she was feeling like she was going to hurt them. for her
Mm-hmm.
herself, and that was just,
Mm-hmm.
the right thing to do. That it was selfish. They were asking, was it selfish or selfless
Mm-hmm.
for her to
Well,
turn
I
her.
don't under. She put her children in the foster care system because could no longer care for them. This isn't
Well, that was
something
what
new.
she said. She said that she was turning her children in. It was a lot going on. She was feeling overwhelmed. The fathers is not helping. She's going through something, and she's not getting any help. Hey, Cleo.
I'd
She's not.
rather her do that than kill him.
Yeah,
Right.
like I would say, like, if you were
I'd rather her
overwhelmed and you
kill
were
him.
getting to the point where you felt that you was going to hurt yourself or your children, of course, turn them in. Turn the children in. If it's going to save their lives. But throughout the interview, the young lady, like I said, from Nick at Night, she interviewed the girl, and so she started saying it just seemed like from what she was saying, because it was like a lot of mix. She was saying that she was molested for the first two children, but it was by the same person that she had the two children with, but she's still in contact with that person. That person is still in the children's lives, but it was alleged molestation, allegedly. And then that she wants to become a millionaire, and she wants like to do it. Just seemed like she wants to live out her hoop dreams. Like, how some people watch TV and say like, oh, if I work hard, I could become a business owner, and I'll be within such, a couple of years, I'll be doing this. But that's not realistic for everybody. Like everybody's not. Sometimes you're going to have to struggle, and if
Right.
you're going to have to struggle, it's not realistic for you to just become a millionaire overnight, or meet somebody, or somebody see you on Instagram and say, hey, I want you to become this actor. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, it happens, but it's rare. And it just seemed that that's what the angle that she was going to, in my opinion. Like, she was just like, no, I get my kids up, and now I can do this, and I'm gonna work, and people are reaching out to me already to come to California and to do this and such and such. And while she was doing the interview, it was Mother's Day, I believe Mother's Day weekend. During the interview, you guys could go check that interview out on Nika Night. And she was at like a gathering for Mother's Day with people. And she was like, no, I have a house. But she was saying the reason why she gave them up is because she didn't have a house. But now she's saying she has a house. Like, it was just weird to me, because like, if I had to give up my children, I can't celebrate Mother's Day, or I'm not in a celebratory mood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or it was just weird. And then further along, Neek ends up interviewing one of the grandmothers to the children.
Mm-hmm.
And she came in, she seemed like because she was the one that's saying that the person, it was of the deceased son. And she, I guess, was on the internet saying that this young lady was the reason or the catalyst behind her son's death. And her son OD'd over drugs. That was the cause of death.
Oh my.
It was a lot. And I was like, did y'all hear about that? Because it was a lot going on.
I didn't hear about that, but from what you've said, at the end of the day, this woman couldn't take care of the children. So the children seem to be better off in child protective
Yeah,
services,
and now
being
she's saying
placed
that
in
they're
foster
with
care.
family. She's saying not family. She's saying they're not in foster care. They're not in,
Oh,
basically, she can go. This is what she's saying. She's saying that she turned them in voluntarily. She was able to place them where she wanted them to go, although they couldn't all be in one home. They are spread out, I think, amongst three homes, maybe two or three homes. And that she is, she goes and brings them her food stamps. Like she said, she gets about $1,900 something in food stamps. And she brings them, like, she goes to each house, like, I guess. And when
okay.
she,
That's not making sense. That's not making
yes, this is
sense
what I'm saying. It was a lot. And I think, like, this is like, it was a very interesting, like, story. And because I
because
was
if
like,
she had turned them over to child protective services and they were now in new homes, she's not going to get to keep all of those
right, and
food
she
stamps.
may have got them for that month. You know how sometimes it rolls over and they are not,
Hmm.
it didn't pick up yet. She may have gotten them for that month, and then the next month it may be cut off due to the children not being in her custody or care. But she's just saying, I do this, and I'm bringing the kids, and I'm able to come see the kids or whatever like that. But my reasoning was, if you were able to drop your children off in homes that you knew were safe and their homes of your choosing, what would be the purpose of going through the ACS chapter? It's like you wanted to go through ACS so you was guaranteed that they can't give the kids back. You understand? Because if you
Mhm.
say if I go to one of my friends and be like, look, I'm going through a tough time. Can you take little Jody? You know what I'm saying? Take little Jody for a little while. You know, I'll bring him food and stuff like that. But I just need you to keep him because I'm going through a tough time and I'm living out my car. I don't have nowhere to go. And the friend takes them, but the friend could get tired and be like, wait a minute. It's been a week and Jody acting a fool. Come get your kid.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It was just a weird, and I think it was just really interesting.
Yeah, I didn't hear about all that. And I think that sometimes people tell stories that are to their benefit. You know, I don't know. What Princess is saying, she could take care of them. She chose not to care for them.
Right,
So,
that's
you
what
know,
I was getting, twin. I'm saying that's what I was getting, but she was saying no. I get, but it was like the story that you're telling. It's like that you just want to live out your hoop dream, like you want to like live out it seemed like a far-fetched dream that you're gonna become a millionaire one time, like all of a sudden, and then come back to me because
Whatever
they're
it
like, well,
was, whatever her
coming back.
passion was, I'm glad that she got rid of the kids instead of killing them, because some people choose
yes,
to unalive their kids because they're unhappy with their
I don't think
lives.
they
So,
should. I think when they do stuff like that, you shouldn't get your kids back. I don't think the kids should be returned to them because I
but
don't think a
I
lot of times.
also feel like if you give your child up for adoption, you shouldn't go looking for them. Let them live their new life. Stop confusing these kids and slingshotting them
Yeah, because what it seems like
desperately
is like,
thinking
'cause
that
she
they're
said
going
like
to
her
be in their
boy
life
has
and
been
you're not.
taking care of the other kids, like her older son. She said her older son has been taking care of the kids since he was basically young. Like basically, but he's like the man of the house. Like she has an 11-year-old and a 10-year-old because they're like back to
my,
back. And the 11-year-old has been helping her, like would help her out with babysitting like the other kids and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is just like a real sad situation. And I think because the molestation didn't make sense. Like you're still in contact with him, like he's still taking care of his kids, but he was your abuser. Like it was just a lot. And I thought, what is anybody else was confused as me? That was it.
I didn't hear about this case, but I'll look into it more as we go on. But I want to thank Simone for coming on and giving us your insight. We really appreciate you every time coming up and sharing your opinions with us. And we just
Yeah, no,
glad that you're here.
thank you so much. I love when you guys go
give
on
us
a
see under
Saturday.
the effects those children have now. Like, yeah.
I try to make it every Saturday that you have. So I'm glad to have been here. I'm gonna step out of the studio. So if anybody else is gonna come up, and then I'll be watching.
Thanks,
Thank you
Simone.
so much,
Alrighty.
Simone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
We love having Simone. She has such
Yes.
a soothing voice. Like I want her to read a
Oh my
book.
God, I love her voice. Like
I
some
want her to
people
read
have
a
the
book
best
to me and I just
voices.
lay down and relax. Just read a
Yeah,
same
no, but
book.
she could do like the quiet storm. Hi, I'm Simone LeBiche on the quiet storm. Like it's just giving that.
Yeah,
Like
she
I
used
love
to
her
be
voice.
on the
Like people.
radio.
Oh my God, and I'm a voice nista. Like
So I don't know what's gonna come about with this whole Diddy thing. I
this is
do think
sad.
that his reputation is truly damaged.
His
You can't get
reputation is
past
over.
that video footage. The footage what really struck me was when he was kicking her and when he threw the vase. He threw it with such aggression.
Yeah, and then sat down the
And
way he sat down
when he
and
sat
sat
down with
down.
the towel, I'm just like,
It was just giving Ike and like but she never gave Tina Turner but he definitely gave Ike because Tina made it across Tina made it out. So
no, she
Cassie
was
never
giving Tina's first friend that was that,
Cassie never gave Tina, but Diddy definitely gave Ike. Um, whoa, like whoa,
I don't
and
want
I
to
don't
laugh
even
at
mean to
nobody's
laugh for
pain,
this
but
situation, but
I think it was also trauma. We got to think about it's being traumatizing for Cassie to have your actual footage of
to
your
rewatch this,
abuse
like,
being rewatched across the world, and everybody's watching you get abused.
but not for not her family, her parents that have to watch this. Diddy, you a
Yeah,
bad, you a
everybody's
mother.
watching you get
Oh,
abused.
Diddy, I would fuck you up.
That's a lot of
Like you
trauma.
really like. How do you feel comfortable putting your hands on somebody else's
We
kid?
already
Like
said that he don't like women like that. He
But
treat
no,
his
but
men
it
better.
just really riled me up because now I'm thinking about it and thinking about her on the ground, her getting kicked, and like, did you was a bitch ass nigga? Like you, how do you feel? How do people feel comfortable? That's not yours. You did not bring that into the world. She don't belong to you. She belongs to Jesus and her parents. Like you do not. How do anyone feel comfortable doing that to somebody? Like I can see if it was defense, or you defending yourself, and you got to do what you got to
No,
do.
he ran down that hall. She was trying to leave. And they said she came back that same night to the hotel, and the hotel staff told her to leave because they didn't want her to get beat up again because they saw the footage. She came back because she was scared Diddy was going to do something worse than what he had already done
He's
by
a
her trying to leave.
monster. Like, where is Wale? Like right now, Wale, where's Wale? Because he dingled Wale over the banister, allegedly. He allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car. Like, when are people gonna like it's so sad that it
It's
took so.
possible. It's possible. That's part of the deal. You get a light skinned girlfriend and wife. So she was probably sold on the market, on the black market, because I believe that they said human trafficking, that they're investigating him for human trafficking. So
Wait,
it's
who's still on the
allegedly
black market?
possible that he bought her, and so it was like, this is my investment. You can't go nowhere.
No, but this is a lot of things too. And not to put Cassie down, and I'm not saying this because I feel that she deserved anything she got. She does not deserve any, no woman, no person, no living being deserves to be treated like that at all.
Mhm.
But what I'm saying is, ladies, stop letting your greed be your downfall. Because a lot of times women, we have to check ourselves. And a lot of times the reason why this is happening, and this happens repeatedly, because we don't check ourselves. When that nigga, that black, ugly, funny looking mother with that stink breath, because I know his breath stink because he can't close his mouth. Or like this. So his breath is funky. When he fucking came in that blue car to your hotel room and had that pill in his hand and opened that luxury car door with the pill in his hand and offered you that pill, bitch, you should have ran. You shouldn't have let your greed, because you know what he can do for you, or you feel that he can do something for you, let you mess with him, because you did not look at Puffy and think he was attractive. You didn't. You
It's a,
looked at him and
you,
saw what
you
he could
think
do.
Donald Trump wife think that he's attractive?
No, but that's what I'm saying. These women
Okay.
know what these men are, but we know what Donald Trump wife is. She was a known whore. This wasn't
What I'm saying is it's the same thing.
this is
Like
what I'm
women
saying.
are
This works
attracted to
the same way.
power.
These are men
Women are
of
attracted to money,
affluence.
and men use their
Any
power and
woman,
their
this is what I'm saying. When a
hold on
man
just a
leaves,
moment. Men use their power and their influence to get
but you
women
taking it. But
and
why
to
you
get
taking it?
women to do what they want. Women
But why
are
you
taught
taking
at
it?
a young age,
But why you
especially in
taking
other
it?
races, to find a man to protect you, find a
But
man that's
why
going to
are you
financially pay
taking
for
it?
you.
That's the question. This is the question. Where is the morals in you that you have to take it? This is what I'm saying. They offer a lot. People offer you stuff every day. But what is
Most
inside
people,
of
when
you?
they see, especially if you've been struggling and you've been struggling for a while and you tired of working a 9 to 5, if somebody come to you offering more, offering 50,000 or whatever,
But this is
you
what I'm
9 times
saying. Why
out of
are you
10,
so we gotta be comfortable with being like, I don't give a fuck. Like me personally, I'll be broke before I ever do anything like that. And I will live off of $10 a week, and I will be broke, and I will struggle before I compromise my fucking morals or my beliefs. I'm not compromising my morals or my belief in nobody.
so
I don't care if the president of the United States, if Joe Biden, if any pull up right now with a pill and a blue sports car, that I'm gonna take the pill, swallow it, and get in the car because he got some money.
you can put it under your tongue and act like you took the pill and get the money.
No, but I'm not even going to try to get the money. That's why I said that shit don't move me. I'm glad I ain't never been a bitch that when money move me. Ain't nothing you have move me, bitch. Cause I could be, I've been up And I've been down. Like, and you could be up and you could be down tomorrow. So ain't none of that shit move me. And bitches got to stop letting these niggas let their money move them, because they'll move you right into ass whipping. Or move you. You stop letting this shit move you. And it's not blaming her, but come on now, you have to stop, because it's bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than she's not the only one. So desperate.
She's not the only one in Hollywood that's getting beat up, but
She's
I'm
not.
glad that she's
There's a
bringing
lot of things that
awareness.
we do for money, and especially women, like these men. You doing this for money because you knew what he could do for you. That's the only reason you messed with him. He not attractive. He ain't cute. He ain't smart. Ain't nothing that you was looking at him at what he could do for you. And then what it
He
got
had
you.
a lot of money. He had a lot of power. Diddy has a lot of power. For him to be able to subdue this footage for this long.
But people like the powerful man. This is what you're told. Oh, the rich man, the powerful man. But what did Cat Williams say? You gotta tell Diddy no. Like I'm saying, you gotta say no. You gotta say no from the door. Like, because a lot of times you don't even get no farther than that. Because like I
I
said,
don't think Cassie was 19 when she first got with
I was
Diddy, right?
16. Let me tell you something. I was 16 working around these people. 16. And you think I didn't get offers? Look at me. And imagine me 16. And like I say, you think I didn't get I done been on the casting couch, the other couch, the other couch, and then got several offers. But you know what? My morals will never allow me to I'd rather be broke. I'd rather go back to my life and be
But
broke.
who's to say
But
it
I'm
was
not gonna
bad
allow
at
my
the
morals
beginning?
to
It was
compromise me.
probably good at the beginning. So we don't know what, the details of everything. We just
No, but she
see
said
what's happening
when she
now.
met this man, their first interaction alone was him pulling up in a blue sports car, offering her a pill. This was your first interaction with him alone. Out her mouth, her words. That he pulled up in a blue sports car and offered you a pill. I took the pill and popped the pill. That could have been your death. That could have been the end of you. That could have been the end of your story right then.
Absolutely.
And
But
I'm
a
just saying,
lot of
women have to
people
be
are
more
fooled by
careful. And if you
celebrities.
don't tell them, and people act like you're trying to down women, or you're trying to go against them, or saying that it should have happened to them because we're telling you. No, somebody should have told you if your mother didn't. If your mama didn't tell you, somebody else needs to tell you. Because a lot of the women don't even know, you don't even go on a date without money. If you cannot match that dinner and match your way home, or something, you don't need to go. You don't go nowhere without no money. And a lot of women don't know. A lot of these girls go right out here with these men and don't have a dime in their pocket and sit there, and when these men turn on them, and then you got to suck dick to get back home.
That's
Because
very much
nobody ain't saying nothing. Because, oh, we're shaming them. If we say something, if we say that your behavior needs to change, oh, we're shaming them. No, because if we had said this earlier, a lot of this shit wouldn't happen.
But at the end of the day, she was 19. She was
Yeah,
doing
it's
what
a
she
different
wanted to
situation.
do. We was not. I was not making the best decisions at 19. I'm sure everybody has made mistakes before.
We
She
have.
got caught up in an abusive relationship. She stuck around because she wasn't feeling safe enough to leave. But when Kim Porter passed, it kind of opened the window for her to just kind of walk on out the door. Because Diddy was distracted with Kim Porter's death. You remember he was kept posting about Kim and how he
Well,
missed her.
and thank God for her husband, because her husband was her personal trainer, and God knows what he saw. You
He
understand?
probably saw he probably saw some stuff too.
Right, I said God knows what he saw, and that
He
he
probably
was her
saw her
trainer,
coming
and
in
she
there
had
looking like
someone.
this, coming to the gym looking like this.
Right.
He
And
probably
they look at her husband and they think that, oh, why would she want him or something like that? No, he probably's her hero. You understand? He probably's her hero. He
probably
probably,
helped to get out.
yeah, he most definitely probably helped her get out. And a lot of us do stupid things. We all do stupid things when we're young. We're young. That's the point. But what I'm saying is, if we don't tell people or even mention what could have been another direction, we will continue to make the same mistakes. So by telling somebody or trying to correct someone's behavior is not putting them down. It's not saying that they deserve anything. It's not saying that you don't like them. It's not saying that they are guilty. It's not saying that. It's just spitting facts. It's just spitting the truth. And a lot
Well,
of
maybe
times
they
you
will
don't
help
know.
the next girl because Cassie's already got her 30
Yeah, that's what
million,
I'm saying. Help
and
the next person. Like you could tell the next person what you did. Like
maybe
she
help
admitted what
this
she did.
girl. But these girls will jump on anything with some money. I mean,
Because where's Young Miami? She been quiet.
Young Miami's been quiet. I haven't heard from Bottom Meat Mill lately. I haven't heard from all those people who were defending him. Stevie J's been quiet.
Stevie J ain't
Um,
nowhere to be found. Last time I saw him, he's made a video
Somebody he was in
what's
the gym or something.
yeah, he was in the gym. Like yeah.
But he was defending Diddy. Wasn't DJ Academics defending Diddy?
No, he wasn't. DJ Academic has been on Diddy ass from the beginning.
It was somebody else that was defending Diddy.
It
I'm
was Slim
sorry.
Thug. Was it Slim Thug?
It could have been. It was Charlemagne. I think it was Charlemagne. I think it was Charlemagne. But yeah, I mean,
Oh, Peter Thomas. Well, Peter Thomas also came out and made a statement
well,
that
Peter is always jumping in stuff that don't have anything to do with him. So I expect him to do that. I saw what Peter said. Like I'm just annoyed with Peter. You have so many tax issues that you're working on. At least Diddy's able to pay his taxes. You haven't paid none of your taxes, and your businesses are shutting down. So I'm gonna need for you to get that together.
Peter said
Um,
he's still in somebody
Princess
else's
says
business without a business.
Carisha has been clapping behind. Hey, behind with Ari. I heard Stevie J deleted his IG yesterday, probably because people was harassing him. I'm a little weary about her husband too. I've seen heroes become the new predator.
Predators. Yep.
She seems happy with her Caucasian husband. She has 2 kids for him, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
I'm
just hope that
surprised
he's
he
really because he,
hasn't
because he
commented.
did make a
He
statement.
has. He has. He made a statement when the videos first came out. It was very cryptic. Him being his shady show self, but he was like, "God help us," you know.
But he did make a longer statement entailing that any woman or any child or a person that suffered from abuse, that these are not men, basically, that's doing this, and that he's very sorry that someone has to suffer, and the way the world is, that no one believes people when it's happening, and that's a lot of things too. A lot of stop letting people's status in life dictate what you believe they're capable of doing. People are capable of anything. Like I always say, people are people. Like I say, I love everyone, like a few, and trust no one. Because people are people. If your mouth is cut square, wide, and deep, like my grandmother used to tell me, you lie. Like, don't ever tell me that I don't lie. She said, if your mouth is cut square, wide, and deep, you lie. So everybody lies. She said, you're all human. Everybody's capable of anything. So you have to just be aware and try to be diligent and just try to stay safe. And because Diddy's lose. Like, be safe
Diddy's
because
losing a lot of these other men in any social status, any neighborhood. Y'all be careful out there. Y'all know how to protect yourselves. Carry you some pepper spray with you. Get you
and
a
then you
gun.
scared to use the pepper spray. Like this woman was trapped. It was no way that she could have got out. Once he got his claws in her, he couldn't get out. Once he found out, okay, the money moved her, and that you need like you got the money. Now he got control of her. He's controlling her health care to where the doctors are not even letting her know her health status. They're telling Diddy. They're telling Diddy before they even tell her. When you have money and have that certain amount of power, and a lot of times we feel, oh, we want these rich men that have this money and power. A lot of times it comes with a lot of control.
It comes with a lot. You have to. You
It
always
comes
have
with
to pay a
a lot
price
of control because the girl was not even in charge of her own body. She had to go through
of
him
our
to
own
find out
career
her test
either.
results. And just imagine her mother and her father looking at this video, knowing that they couldn't protect their daughter. Imagine the guilt and the hurt that her mother and father are feeling right now, and the anger. They probably want to, ooh, fuck that nigga up. Like they,
So we're
ooh,
gonna keep an eye on this story as it unfolds. It's getting late in Atlanta. We're just gonna draw things to
blatantly.
a near close. Mace, do you have anything else do you want to say before we end up closing things out tonight?
Just good night. I enjoyed my time with you as usual. And I want everyone to follow me at Mace with the Mess on IG, and also follow Shady. You know, he's keeping us laughing every morning at on Shady
Yeah.
Room on IG. And also follow my cooking page. That's the Mace Cooks. I think I'm gonna make some apple waffles.
Okay, that sounds good. I want to thank all of you guys for coming in and contributing to the chat. Princess, Cleo,
Love you too, Shore.
Pandora, thank you, Simone, for coming on stage with us and sharing your opinion. And Shar and who else? Ray, congratulations once
Yes,
again.
congratulations again.
And if I missed anybody, charge it to my heart and not my mind, or the other way around. I want to thank you all once again. Make sure y'all hit like, comment, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And we will see y'all on our next video. We're gonna do better about coming to y'all with a quickness. But Mace, you have anything else before we?
He lying.
Good. We're gonna do
He
good.
lying, but we trying. All right.
We
That's we
trying.
gonna say that.
We made the attempt.
We trying to get it together. But unfortunate circumstances. But we are definitely trying to get to y'all to get y'all more videos and become more regulars around here.
As the day goes on, especially if it's something breaking news, we will pop in here.
Because at
So
the
let
end
me.
of the day gotta end.
The day
That was the
gotta
best
end.
words ever said.
Thank you so much. Everyone be safe. If you are in a situation that you don't feel like you can get out of, call on the Lord. He will help you through. Call on him.
No,
And we
call
will
on your bat. Call on your gat. Don't you better bust Mister in the head and think
call
about heaven later.
somebody and get yourself out of that situation. I don't care if you're on the street.
In the words
Get
of old Sophia, bust Mister in the head and think about heaven later. Good night.
amen to that. And we will see y'all next time. Good night, y'all.